What's going on, everybody? It's Joe Cordero here once again.
And my name is Pastor Barone, here for Lifecast.
So, Barone, it's our fourth week here into Black History Month. It's been a good time for sure with the BSA Friday gatherings. That's been amazing. We've been seeing a lot of great stories being shared at both the junior high and the high school chapels as well, in collaboration with the BSA. I think it's been a rich time, despite us being online. You know, we've been seeing great opportunities for connection there, but just bringing it into the ending here.
No, and I just want to just say thank you for the work that you have done, the BSA for their excellent work that they've been doing each and every week on Fridays. The conversations have been great. I know that we just had our final one this past Friday, this final conversation, and I hope that it continues on. You know, one of the things that's important to remember with all of this for me in my context is that we take this time in February to celebrate Black History Month, but I'm Black 12 months a year, 365 days a year, 24/7, and for my whole life, I will be a Black man. And so I appreciate and celebrate this time that America and some other countries around the world spend and take time to celebrate Black people and the contributions that they have made, the many contributions that they have made to society and the world at large, and acknowledging once again that the world is a better place because of the contributions of Blacks from around the world, and then specifically here in America. And so Black history gets made every day and every month of the year, but I am so grateful for February, and I'm glad that it happens and that there's been some intentional steps that Loma Linda Academy from the elementary. I've heard great stories about what the elementary leadership has been doing, the junior high and their leadership there with Darren Dudley and his leadership there, and yourself, of course, Clayton Coe over there in the junior high, and Troutwine and others there with the elementary. And then, of course, with the BSA, Dr. Sandiford, you yourself and others contributing to the high school side and the junior high. So, I mean, there's still more to do, still more to accomplish, but we're on the right path of intentionally celebrating. As an alumnus, I'm just excited because I'm seeing progress being made. I'm seeing intentionality being taken. I'm seeing conversations being had. The development of the BSA is big because there are conversations that are happening that just didn't happen there over 20 years ago now that I was a student there, graduating in '96. And I can look back. Some of my classmates, I know one of them is a district attorney for Riverside County that was a graduate, Black graduate along with me. I know others, myself, I went into ministry and pastoring. Others have gone into medicine and psychology and other areas. And so as Black students, we certainly had our different run-ins and challenges and whatnot. But through it all, we've still have had success in society. And I'm grateful that conversations are happening and progress is being made today. And from there, in terms of my maturation and development as a Black man, going from Loma Linda Academy to Oakwood College, now Oakwood University, was a huge step. And in the first couple of weeks, you saw me wearing my HBCU, HBCOU is what mine says, Oakwood University, because there are many historically Black colleges and universities throughout the North and South and East Coast of the U.S. And so that in and of itself was a critical and key component for my development in education and my development, of course, as a Black male here in America, learning things, being taught being taught by Black teachers and educators was a huge and significant step. And I had a couple of Black teachers there at Loma Linda. I can remember I took a language class from Mr. Burns back in the day that was there at Loma Linda. Some may remember him. And then, of course, Sandra Ford as well was there and teaching. And so had an opportunity to interact and see him. And, you know, maybe a couple of others that escaped my mind. Of course, the head principal at one time was Rue McKenzie there at the school years ago. And so I was grateful that I had some exposure to that, and that needs to continue and expand, certainly within the educational context, because we know for a fact that it makes a difference, a significant difference, when Black students are able to be taught by someone that looks like them, and it has an impact on their academic performance. And so I'm grateful that the school continues to take steps to make sure that those things happen, specifically for the Black students. And then being able to go to Oakwood and be able to be taught almost exclusively by Black teachers was a great experience for me. Joe, I can remember one of the highlights of it was taking my first of 3 trips to the continent of Africa. And if I'll just part here for just a moment, for those that may not know, Africa is one of the most advanced, natural resource dense and rich continents. Africa is not a country. It is a continent with 54, over 50 countries that are located on the continent of Africa. A beautiful place that is much more than the beautiful rural surroundings where you can see the Big 5 game and you can see all of the wonderful things in nature. That's great, but there are major cities, major companies, major resources, and huge amounts of natural resources on the continent of Africa. And we in the U.S. and for the most part, the rest of the world would not know that because of how it's portrayed in the media. It's as if all Africa is rural places and only good enough for those things that are natural resources. As a matter of fact, you might own diamonds right now that were harvested from the mines, the rich mines of Africa that were there, and gold and oil and so many other things that are important to life today can be found on the continent of Africa. And being able to visit there and to see the huge city of Nairobi, being able to go there and see the massive, sprawling city of Lagos, Nigeria, being able to go and experience both the rural parts and the well-developed parts was an awesome education for me in and of itself. And if you ever have an opportunity to go and visit the incredible, beautiful continent of Africa, don't miss that opportunity. It will change your life. It will change your life. So I think about the progress. I think about the future. I'll drop this last thing here on you. I know I've been going at it because I'm excited about this.
Oh, man, you're good.
I'm excited about it. When the movie Black Panther came out, and they talked about the advancement of it. It was so real, and so so many people love that. But it's a reality. There's so much potential on the continent of Africa. There's so much advancement that is happening there. There's so many minds that do not have access to the types of education that we might find common here in America, but that continues to expand. And so they're incredibly intelligent minds that the world has not had a chance to interact with because in some places they might not have access to different things. But in many places, they do. And I'm grateful for that advancement and its continual advance. Vibranium is something that became very well known and the advancements there in that story. But it's so true, it's so real, and it's possible there on the continent of Africa. So to all of my African brothers and sisters out there, you have something to continue to be proud of. continue to celebrate. And so I had that privilege to be able to connect in that way. And what an awesome, awesome experience. Having the chance to blend it all together from Loma Linda to the continent of Africa has been an incredible experience for me. And to see here at the school, advancement being made and continual work and effort being put into making the school better, more inclusive, more diverse, being intentional about it is great to see at this advancement, especially from the time that I was a student there to today and to be a part of it. So, man, Black history and the advancement of Black people at Loma Linda continues to move forward. As I said before, there's more work to be done. It's not finished, it's not complete, but we're certainly not where we were before.
Mr. Brown, thank you for sharing your experience and your thoughts about that. I really appreciate it. Well, this concludes this season of Lifecast, and thank you all for our listeners for joining us this far and for listening about us talk about these different things. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this last season. If you have any suggestions about some of the things that you'd like to hear us talk about in the future, please throw that out in the comments. We'd love to see that. And until the next time we see each other, please enjoy this rendition of Lift Every Voice and Sing. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Lift every